Hey, what's going on, guys? WALLAH here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that could probably help PvP tremendously. I'm so confident this would work. I honestly would say that it will 100% help PvP. It'll help those hardcore players that have been wanting to grind for something for a very long time. And it'll also help the casual players get better at the game for the long run. And overall, we'll give something PvP players to work towards every now and then, assuming when Trials is down. Because at the moment, when Trials is not here, there's basically nothing to do when it comes to PvP. What I'm talking about specifically is the fact that they could improve the survival playlist. At the moment, survival is looked at as the quote-unquote competitive playlist. But you and I both know survival right now is nowhere near a competitive playlist. As a matter of fact, it's probably the most boring competitive mode I've ever seen in any video game, and the worst thought out one, and probably just the most lazy made one ever. The ranking up system is pretty boring. It's kind of similar to other games, how you have like in Overwatch, it's like you have like bronze and then silver, and you rank up the same. You go from like fabled, mythic, whatever it may be, then you reach legend, the max rank, and then it's just kind of like everyone reaches legend. It's not the same thing as something like Overwatch where you have like top 500. Not everyone reaches top 500. It's really, really hard. You have to be really, really good. Where in Destiny, as long as you play enough, you're going to reach the max rank and you're going to get the rewards, whatever it may be. I know Destiny is not a competitive game by any means. Trust me. I'm the first one to know that out of anybody. But it doesn't mean we can't have a really good, well thought out game mode for PvP, especially something like a ranked game mode. Again, I know it's not a competitive game, but it can still be something very fun for a lot of people, and it won't hurt anything. It won't even hurt PvE at all either, right? If anything, it'll really, really help the PvP community. For those who take it really, really seriously and want to get better and want to keep playing the game and want to work towards something, if we get a game in a ranked mode like Overwatch, for example, or something like Apex, where we have these tiers where we go from bronze to silver to gold to platinum to diamond, all the way up to something like as prestigious as top 500, have that emblem in game showing people like, whoa, this guy's a top 500 player, this guy's really good, have something to work towards. I can guarantee the game mode will be extremely healthy, and it'll overall just be really, really fun for people to, start streaming something like that. It'll just be something so simple, but yet so good for the game. We have a really big problem with cheaters in this game on PC, and coming with crossplay later this year, console is going to be experiencing the same exact issues unless they figure out how to fix the cheating. The reason why Trials right now is so dead on PC specifically is because of the cheating, but also because of the fact that the game itself isn't that fun to a lot of people, which is understandable. With the introduction of stasis, it triggers a lot of people. It's really annoying, and it's just boring for some people. But overall, the main and the most important thing for PC was the cheating, and PvP is not taken seriously whatsoever. It was never ever taken super seriously, but now, especially with all, the way the game is treated now, the fact that Bungie seems like they don't really care about the cheating, it's just gone downhill. So before they implement anything I'm talking about, I obviously want them to fix cheating first. This isn't a perfect world, assuming cheating is not a problem whatsoever, and DDoSing is of course fixed on console as well, and we have a perfect world with crossplay coming this year. Picture a game mode where people get on, and a lot of the hardcore PvP players get on and start grinding. It'll be really, really good. You could have a freelance survive. They can keep the freelance mode, and they can also have the normal competitive mode where it'll force you to go with a 3-stack. And you guys can grind the ranks, grind the leaderboards, whatever it may be. If you guys have played Overwatch, there's a leaderboard showing the skill rating of all the players top 500, and it'll just show who the best is and who's on the bottom of the top 500. And just overall, it'll be more of like a flex thing, but also just because it'll just be really fun. It'll make people want to play the game a lot more. Because right now the competitive mode is basically a handout for everybody. I'm not saying that to be an asshole. I'm just being honest. If you play the game long enough, you can literally hit legend just because of the fact that the game literally hands you so many points, and everyone reaches 5,500 if you play long enough. And it's nothing to feel prestigious about. It doesn't have that feeling that the other popular games have when it comes to that competitive mode. I know what a lot of people are thinking right now. Oh, what if I'm not good enough to hit the top rank? What if there's a gun only the top ranked people can get? That's not fair. 100%. I agree 100%. And that doesn't mean there has to be something super, super good at the top rank. It could be literally something like a shader or something like an emblem, something that's super cool, but also that doesn't ruin the game for other people, because I am 100% with it. I understand that not everyone has time to play all day, every day, you know? I completely understand that. So giving those hardcore players something that doesn't ruin the game at all for others, like let's say a really good gun, but just something like an emblem or a shader at the end, you know, like this guy hit top 500, top 1000, whatever it may be. Let's give him an emblem, show people that he really is like really good at the game, you know? I think it would be really exciting and really awesome for a lot of the PvP fans out there, because it'll show that Bungie kind of cares at least a little bit, and it'll keep us grinding for quite some time. Right now with Trials, it's been at its lowest point ever, and coming with crossplay this season, if they do manage to bring a game mode like this and make it really fun and really exciting, it'll 100% boost the players in PvP, and on top of the fact that all the platforms will be together when crossplay comes, it'll be at its PvP. PvP will be at its all-time high, 100%. Now, obviously, there's a few things they have to fix. There's probably a lot of things they have to change. You know, it's not as simple as just adding it on. They have to probably, you know, create different emblems and different, like, ranks and stuff. And just, they have to think about the whole game mode. You know, they have to change it completely. But it'll definitely be worth it. We could have stuff like voting for a map. Let's say it'll show us like 3 different maps on the screen with different game modes. It doesn't only have to be survival, you know? It could also be like Clash or something. So on the bottom, it'll show like, what do you guys want to play? You can vote for like, let's say Clash on Javelin, or like Control on, who knows, Exodus Blue or something like that, you know? And then you can vote for it. You guys go in and you just, you know, you go against each other. You match people around the similar rank as you as well. So let's say if you're a top 500 player, you'll match other people that are relatively close to top 500. I understand with the population of PvP we have now, that something like this, I understand with the population of PvP that we have right now, something like this that I'm talking about is just not possible. It's not possible because there's just not enough players to match you against similar skill rating. So I understand why this probably would never happen for a long time, but this probably could happen maybe after the fact that crossplay comes out, because it'll triple the player base if you think about it, right? Because it'll triple the player base for everyone, because now all 3 platforms will be together. I know this is going to sound really cheesy, but it is the truth. The possibilities are endless, man. Like, literally, you can think of so many different things for this game mode and just make it awesome. Like, literally, Bungie has the ability to do this. I just don't know if they will, or probably not. I obviously know they won't, but it's always nice to just, you know, sit down and talk about things that we want, and just talk about things that probably would never happen, but it's just for fun. This is all, at the end of the day, just for fun, and I enjoy making shit like this and just sitting down, and I want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think that I should, maybe they should, like, do something I didn't mention. But this is kind of like the gist of it. It's basically like any other ranked game mode on any other game, you know? Nothing too crazy, but I know a lot of people probably would be against it because, I don't know, a lot of people just seem to be against the PvP in this game for some reason. And just, I guess they don't really want to see it thrive. Like, it's not a PvP game, you know, like, fuck off. You know, they don't want to do it, leave them alone, blah, blah, blah. But again, it's just for fun, and this would be really awesome. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. If you could leave a like, I would definitely appreciate it. I love you. All right, bye. Peace.